good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Working that left side now. Fighting off the defender. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. Unleashes one deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Tried the option. He keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Throwing Sellers. Here's the pressure. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And this one splits the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Now, remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The play action fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Fuller. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Sellers through the noise. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open, he sees him, he throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
There he goes, open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Pulls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. The run inside. It's Fuller. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Ncaa. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Knocked down at the 22, that's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Has it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Ncaa. Looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
If they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47.
And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Sellers to throw. On target. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Fuller. There's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Throwing, Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game look.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with a 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sellers. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got his man. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Catch in stride inside